Welcome back to the Psychic Soul Healer channel. My name is Laura, and I'm going to do a general message for the collective. Know that energy is fluid, rules could be reversed. Just interpret the message as it best resonates with you. Also, know on this channel and all my channels, I like to dive deep within the reading. So I do look at everything, but we take more time to look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows, and see how they play it as karmic themes, help you understand why your person's doing what they're doing, why you're attracting this person into your life. Know that obviously the readings have a therapy style to them because we want to know why they do what they do and why you're attracting that person into your life so that you can shape shift the energy since there's many different realities that play out at one time. So if you feel as if you've been stuck in a reality with a connection, then you definitely want to stop and listen to this video. All right. Now, anything of any importance or relevance to the channel, you can find in the description box. If you resonate with this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And again, anything of any importance, including the word of the video, you'll find in the description box. You'll also find my group coaching link. Again, I'm launching that on Vidme in about a week. We're really excited about it. And like I said, all other important links. All right, let's see what the word of the video is. The word of the video is the genius. The genius. So what's affecting your connection right now is the fact that you are in a very high vibration. You are like you're in creation mode. And so when you are co-creating with the universe through creating, you're in the creative genius part of your mind, which actually transcends the limitations of your mind. So you're not giving this person any attention. I feel like you are doing you. You're in a very high vibration. And so I feel like it's triggering somebody. It is triggering somebody, and we're going to see what's going on. Again, well, this is a spiritual connection, which soulmate connection, but the reason why it's affecting, the person that you're connected to is because they did you wrong. And there, I feel like on some level, because you're in this high vibration and you're not letting whatever this person did to you affect you, that's pissing this person off because they expected you to react. They need you to react. You're not reacting. You actually don't aren't acting like this affects you at all. So again, it's pissing this person off because it's making them look and see how they treated you. They don't have access to you anymore, and it's making them really angry. And it's forcing them to look at how stubborn that they were and that they kept this relationship like out of balance for a really long time because they never apologized for their disrespect. And now the thing is, this person feels guilty for neglecting you. They don't realize that they really neglected themselves. See, they expected you to become resentful because that's why they were all self-righteous. Now they doubt that you even really want to talk to them. Why they're pissed off is that they seem to be the one that's obsessing over it. You're not. You're acting like you don't care. So the tables have turned. And that's why this person is mad. See, when you were dealing with them, it was all about them being inconsistent in and out of your life. Here for a good time, not a long time, intimate manipulation, having you like form close bond and then, have them leave. They wanted you to chase them. They wanted you to get affected by them. You didn't. They thought that they were going to constrain you with their behavior. That's not what happened. You're like, I'm not going to be constrained by you. Thought that you weren't aware of what they were doing, but that you were going to get all caught up in the emotional aspect of, their abandonment, their game playing. This person knew exactly what they were doing, and now they're angry. Yeah, they're trying to act like they're not angry, but this person is always angry. For them to play games and trying to press your buttons and get underneath your skin like this, that's what it is. It's like, so the thing is, you got smart. You learned how to read between the lines. Like this person comes into your life and they, tell you a bunch of things to try and get you to form an emotional connection. You don't trust anything that they say anymore. It's like you inspect everything. It's again because this person's all about coming in with so much passion, consuming you, and then detaching. So again, that's how they do it. Again, it's focusing on, oh, you're my soulmate, you're my divine union. They might not be saying that, but we have this connection and hoping that you'll get really swept up in the emotion and the chemistry of it. But the truth of the matter is that you see right through it. And you're like, the relationship is always turbulent, and this person doesn't really want to miss their chance, but they play too many games and wasted too much time. So, and it's because they have love blocks. So the way that they know how to do it is to come in, like create a whirlwind in your life, and that's so that you get caught up in the passion again, when really, you know, you already realized that it's just wishful thinking that this person would change. You already know who they are. So it's again, nothing would change. I feel like this person, in separation, you're not really affected by what has happened. And what's happened now is that this person can't do what they always have done, which is come in for a good time, not a long time, leave, try to get you all caught up in your emotions, keep you stuck. You don't care. You don't care because this person has done it too many times. And so now this person's pissed off because you transcended that because you're in the genius part of your mind. And when you are, you again are creating, and your mind can't be in two places at one time. So again, it's affecting this person more than it's affecting you. They're getting impatient. What they're realizing is, oh God, a lot of time has gone by where you haven't talked to them. And so this person now is like becoming like, stressed out. They're becoming stressed out because, hey, they left this like this imbalance for a long time, thinking that you were going to fix it. And so, I feel like this person works a lot. They happen to be an overachiever in work, but I feel like what happened is you step more into that energy too. And so you're making things happen for you. And where you're in the genius part of your mind. So you're actually playing the same game that this person played, which is, well, I just won't give you energy. You cut me off, you disappear. You start working a lot, you hang out with other people, and now I'm going to do the same thing because you already see you're trying to keep me in a contract and keep me completely restricted, trying to intimidate me when really you're the one intimidated. And so you're like, no, this person's all caught up in their self-image of how what they think that you should look like and how they think that you should act and what they think that they can do. And it's all distorted. And the thing is, you're making them look at that. And it's shattering their self-image. And that's pissing them off because they expected you to be a certain way, and so again it's making them angry, and then what's happening is you can't stay angry for long periods of time, so then this person checks out, they escape through their again addictions. So this is where they are, and what I see is they don't really want to change. What they want is they want you to change. So you're like kind of like in a power struggle. This person is angry. They're angry because like you're not affecting them. You're in this high vibration and they're like, again, want to hang out with you, obviously, want to spend time, but again, want everything on their terms. And the thing is, this person has a lot of inner child wounds, not just a lot of inner child wounds, but it's again, there's somebody that tends to be very aggressive and can be like create a lot of drama in your life, unfortunately, and that's who they are. So you got to the point where you just ended it. And that's how you change the situation. You change the situation up on them. They never expected you to let go. You got tired. You got tired, but you being in this high vibrational energy, you're like evolving. And the truth of the matter is that you're looking for a relationship where there's more affection, there's more trust, there's more, and and that this person doesn't give it, does not give that to you. I feel like so you're opting to just be on your own again and go and have fun. You want your freedom because this person's restrictive. And so I believe because you're in this genius energy, you just don't see this person the same way. And it was all the games that they did that you're like, you had your opportunity, you had your chance. And that's really like at the point where you are because you're like, you didn't want to give me the time. You wanted to avoid, you care more about your self-image. And then when you still don't get your way, check out, you withdraw, do drugs, talk to other people, you escape, trying to again trigger me to get me to react, which is just a different reason now. Either you want me to, show you how much I care about you, and again, by falling all over you and chasing you and calling you, or you want me to be yelling at you and telling you what to do and how to do it, which you want me to do everything that you don't like when it's done to the excessive. But this person doesn't like it, but they need it. And they need it to feed their ego. And that's what the problem is. And you're like, this isn't fun. This relationship isn't fun. And being with you, it's too risky because I have other things going on in my life. So, this person puts on a false front and it's all about trying to keep you stuck. And you're like, I don't want to stay stuck. They don't really want to give me anything, but they don't really want to let me move forward either. So again, it's this person's, like I said, issue. They're just not capable of being in an equal give and take relationship. They want to be the person that is in full control. The fact that you don't, it's again, the focus isn't on the relationship, it's on dominance. And that's the thing. Now, this person thinks, again, that relationships need to be a certain way due to their inner child wounds. But again, they're seeing everything through the trauma. So they're imbalanced. They're completely imbalanced. So you have to say, why did you attract this person into your life? Because what we see here is just a bunch of games. Like again, the person has love blocks. Their way is to come in for a good time, not a long time, trying to create like a big whirlwind, sweep you off your feet, get you caught up, and really like an empty relationship. They're never 100% honest. You always have to read between the lines. They're hoping again that you get caught up in the connection, but it's already read between the lines. They missed their chance and they don't want that. So they're angry because you flip the switch. You're showing them something different and they never expected it. So this is why they're really angry. And so it doesn't matter. I mean, but this is where they are. And so if they were going to come back in, their way would be to like try to manipulate. But right now they're stuck and angry. They don't really know how to come back because you're not affected. So if you're not affected, they can't come back and say you need them. They can't come back and make this twist this onto you. They have to be come back and say, I miss you. I want this type of relationship. Like you took your power back. This person doesn't know what to do, how to deal with it. So again, they escape from it. They cause themselves more trauma than they did you. So again, we look at your inner child wounds to see what is the karmic theme that plays out from childhood, and we see protection, card number one. Card number two is discipline. Card number three is shame. Card number four is overwhelmed. Card number five is oppression. And then six is trauma. So we can see why you attracted this person into your life. This person, um, they want the relationship, but they want it their way. And so if that's oppression, again, keeping you in a place of shame, which is I'm not deserving. So if you were brought up by a parent that was very oppressive to you, again, where they made you feel as if they were like embarrassed by you, by something that you did, and brought shame onto you, that would make you feel not deserving of it to the point where you're so overwhelmed that you are don't feel safe. You don't feel safe by this parent. And so you were reliving this trauma by again being in this person's life. First of all, they would have just brought shame into your life, but they make you feel unworthy. They make you feel not good enough, which is the same energy as shame. It's again trying to keep you up in your head, make you not trust yourself, not make you feel safe, not make you feel protected. A relationship's supposed to make you feel safe. And so obviously if you don't feel safe growing up, you're not disciplining yourself to take the time to create yourself, to pour into yourself, to discover the things that interest you. I mean, when children have dreams and they continue to feed those dreams, they grow up to be able to make their dreams into reality. But that's not what happened for you. What happened for you is you were in a place of trauma by a parent that made you not feel safe. Instead, they overwhelmed you, made you, again, stay in a place of feeling shame, not worthy, not good enough, could even be inherited shame, meaning someone made them feel that way, and now they're putting that onto you, which is very oppressive. So, caring more about your survival instead of disciplining yourself to create yourself. So when you disconnected from this person, um, you have a lot of time, really, because this person would have monopolized your time. And so Spirit says now that you learned why you attracted this person into your life, how are you going to shape shift the energy and integrate the spiritual lesson by really embodying that new consciousness? What is it that you need to learn? And so Spirit is saying, well, first and foremost, it's all about, let's see, transformation. It's all about infinite possibilities. It's all about facing your fears. Hold on. And we're going to pick two more, which is, again, bold action. And then one more, which is soul's calling. So Spirit says, yes, this person made you go back in time and face your fears and the fears of maybe inadequacy, fears of not feeling good enough, that fears of shame, whatever created that shame, which is not you. And so Spirit says this person came into your life to help you transform that because you wouldn't have faced your fears otherwise. Now it was about taking bold action in any direction. Again, take big steps that push you out of your comfort zone. Why? Because you want to see yourself differently. Act decisively. However, again, take bold action. It's again, and towards your soul's calling, if you don't know where to start, Spirit says, well, you want to listen to the whisper of your soul, guiding your actions and aligning your actions with your values. So again, everything needs to be in the energy of love, and that's what's best for everyone involved. Now, that doesn't mean going back with this person. What it means is that you're not angry. You release this person and you listen to your soul by doing things that are going to, again, feed your soul, things that interest you, passions that you have, connecting to like minded people. Again, investing your time in things that are going to grow you. And that's what it means by taking bold action. But again, always make sure that they align with your values. And then again, when you transmute that energy, again, the fears, and you transform them through, again, taking that bold action and seeing yourself differently, well, that's where the infinite possibilities are. Spirit says you don't even know what's available to you. This person would have kept you in a box that, like, oppressing you, making you feel like you weren't deserving of anything, when really, Spirit says you're deserving of a lot. You like, again, you've obtained good karma rewards points where this person has not. This person like is not a happy person. This person wouldn't want to see you happy. This person has problems of their own, and that's why it was a karmic. They would have kept you locked into the trauma that you grew up in. You would have relived that. And the thing is, because you didn't, this person now, they're the ones still holding on to the anger. That's the irony. Now they're the ones that are so angry, almost like you got away. You're the one that got away. And Spirit says it's all about elevation. So sometimes we have to, again, attract people into our lives that seem like twin flames, but are more like past life karmic mates. And they come into our life to awaken our wounds, to trigger those wounds, those shadows, those blocks that block us from manifesting the life and the life experiences that we want to have. So Spirit says this relationship is all about freeing yourself from fear and trusting the universe, directing your thoughts to the beauty inside and around yourself. Use your spiritual strength and knowledge to create light and rise above all doubt, meaning know that the universe loves you and that the universe will always bring you the people, the situations, and the experiences that are going to help change your mind and your heart. That unless you abandon yourself, which, by the way, if you would have given this person time and the attention, that would be abandoning yourself. You didn't do that. You called this person's bluff. You saw exactly what it was. And thankfully, because of that, you're you're transforming, you're alchemizing this negative energy, the negative energy that was created long before this person. However, they are a karmic result of not fully healing it. And so now Spirit says this situation helps you clear it, to elevate, so that again you can transform those blockages so that you can create the life and the life experiences that you want, like boundless opportunities, like just so many that you're going to have to like go out and explore in order to see which one is really going to be something that you want to put your energy into, right? Then there's so many opportunities. We can only really like embody one really serious one if it's a job. And, but all the opportunities we get to see, and those opportunities will continue to change and expand and grow the more that you pour into yourself. So this person would have kept you in a really small, little confined box, when really Spirit says there's a whole life out there. So I go out and again explore. I'm going to leave that there. You let me know how you resonated, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.